This video is sponsored by Surfshark. As people get older, and eventually every generation has to look back at their youth with hindsight, what is Gen Z's legacy going to be? How will Gen Z be remembered in the span of human history? Boomers, they were wild back in the day and had the emergence of rock and roll with like Elvis and the Beatles. Gen X brought about subcultures and genres leading to individualistic identities and expression. Millennials were the first generation to be exposed to the wonders of technology and brought about huge social change. And Gen Z, Gen Z serves the algorithm. It is hard to quit this app. Believe me, I have tried. TikTok is something else. Bearing in mind that Gen Z is one of the most chronically online generations, I do not need statistics for this claim. It's a fact, we all know it. It could be argued that platforms like TikTok have become the main hub of art and communication for Gen Z, and therefore it takes both the good and the bad that Gen Z has to offer. This means that TikTok is both Gen Z's safe space and sunken place. TikTok just tells us where Gen Z is at right now, you know? If you're curious about the mental state and artistic expression of Gen Z, you just have to look at TikTok. TikTok is a reflection of our humour, our sadness, our taste levels, our media consumption, and whatever the hell this is.
Get back to work. It's time to get back to work.
Don't take today off.
You need to fucking work harder.
Okay, what the hell is going on here? You might be confused right now and saying, I don't get this kind of depressing stuff in my TikTok feed. All I get is Family Guy clips and a guy in a swamp.
Body is covered with the green vegetation.
And I'm so happy for you, honestly. But you must understand, everything about this app, every aspect, if you read enough into it, it will tell you everything you need to know about Gen Z. And yes, even the Family Guy clips.
Peter, the horse is here.
So every little thing that we do on our TikTok feeds, it tells us a lot about the Gen Z experience. And TikTok is being fed that sweet, sweet Gen Z sadness through trends like nostalgia core, sad core, core, and hope core if you're feeling a little bit better about yourself that day. Gen Z has a unique perspective in the world, a perspective that is being captured through the lens of TikTok. And that perspective, well, it's really, really, really sad and really, really, really specific. Me realising I'll never be a kid again. 2 million views. A comment under that saying, COVID ruined the last years of my childhood. P of E, you're rotting away in your house while people your age are going out and having fun. Not as many views, but obviously targeted at people in my age range. And here, a really mystical video of a snowy road path with 11 million views. Is not as direct, more of a suggestion of a feeling you should be having. Sad edits. Me looking at the photos someone took of me and realising how ugly as I am. More sad edits. Me looking in the mirror, realising I'm actually getting older and I'm not stuck in March 2020. 5 million views. The scary thing about TikTok is the algorithmic design, the feed. The aim of early social medias was to connect you with other people, but it's not really doing that, is it? It's instead, you know, pouring information into your brain. Soon, once you've seen enough of these TikToks that reflect this really sad way of thinking, it starts to be the way that you view the world just in general. Like in a CoreCore edit, everything has the potential to be sad, you know? Even Kung Fu Panda, for Christ's sake. There's sad edits of Kung Fu Panda.
There is no secret ingredient.
Wait. It's just plain old noodle soup? You don't add some kind of special sauce or something?
Don't have to.
Gen Z has it hard enough without our main social media app being this dystopian. Parents of Gen Z children everywhere are concerned. I've even had parents reach out via email. Hello Joseph Fisher of the Joseph Fisher channel. Love your videos and have seen you before talk about TikTok's impact on mental health. I'm writing to you about my daughter Echo. I'm extremely worried about her. I've attached her TikTok screen time and screenshots of her content. Yikes, okay, wow. Oof. Echo has become practically nocturnal, time deficient, and emotionally unstable. And I can't help but feel this description applies to most Gen Z teens nowadays. Can you please talk some sense into my daughter? And that's exactly what we're going to do after this message from our sponsor. I'm very thankful to Surfshark for being the sponsor of this video. Surfshark is an app and browser extension which, simply put, allows you to relocate your IP to any country in the world. For example, you know, it's cozy season. You get into a certain type of mood. I wanted to watch the Twilight movies, and for some reason they weren't on UK Netflix, and that basically ruined my vibe, my autumnal vibe. It's not too late though, because now with Surfshark I can simply switch my IP to Japan, and oh, there they are. I was genuinely quite shocked about how simple it was to just switch to another country. Like, oh, just turns out I'm in Japan now. And I know you guys are just, you know, you're children of the internet, constantly online. I see you watching those hour-long video essays. And with Surfshark, you never have to worry about being restricted to your country. Surfshark also cares a lot about your cyber security. As well as blocking pop-up ads and malware as you browse, Surfshark also has a strong level of encryption on all its services, allowing you to stay safe on the worldwide scary web. And if for some reason you're still unsure, Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's literally no risk to trying it out. Black Friday is coming around and I'm offering an exclusive deal. Just use promo code JFisher to get up to 6 months free. That's 6 months free at surfshark.deals/jfisher, and that link is in the description, so what are you waiting for? Thank you to the sponsor. Okay, now that we're all on the same page about how chronically in their own heads and sad Gen Z is, it's time to welcome our guest. Everybody, welcome Echo to the studio. Hi? Hi, welcome, yeah.
What the hell is this?
Oh yeah, you can take that down. Yeah, it's from the last video.
No, okay. Oops. There we go.
Yep, that's it. Get comfortable. Yep.
Why am I here again?
Well, Echo, your mum reached out to me and she wants us to talk.
Wait, you were talking to my mom? What do you mean? I'm fine. I'm fine.
Are you fine?
Yes, I keep telling her I'm fine.
Are you?
Yes, I'm fine.
No, Echo. Are you really fine? Really?
No.
What would you say a normal day for you looks like, Echo?
Well, I wake up.
What time?
Around 12.
What was that, sorry?
12, okay? Okay, I wake up at 12. You got me.
Wow. Same.
So after I wake up, I scroll through like TikTok, Instagram, Twitter.
And what's that kind of content on TikTok like?
You know, the usual, like Brittany Broski and, you know, funny stuff and memes and stuff.
Okay, how about the rest of the day? What did you do, say, yesterday morning?
Yesterday morning. What did I do yesterday morning? I don't remember.
Okay, how about last week? Do you remember anything you did in the morning for the past week?
It's weird because I only remember the food I ate and the TV shows I watched, but like, what did I do? What did I do yesterday?
I don't know, I'm asking you.
You know, I saw this video essay on brain fog, and it's like that. Like, my days are like blending into one.
Yeah.
Wait, do I recognize you from somewhere?
Maybe, I don't know.
Wait, you're the guy who did that video on James Corden, aren't you?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
No, I swear that you're...
I'm interviewing you here, Echo, don't forget that. Now tell me, how do you feel about the current state of your TikTok feed?
My TikTok feed is like really connected with me. I'll think about something and then I'll see it on my For You page. Like, how does it know what I'm thinking? Like, there's moments where it really connects with me on a deep level.
Any examples?
You know, the usual. Same old TikTok, you know.
What did I do wrong? No! Why are you leaving me if I didn't do anything wrong?
You know, sometimes I'll be thinking about the pandemic and how it affected me, and then I'll see it on one of those mini essays on my For You page, and then it's just weird. It feels like I wrote it. You know, I saw this YouTube video essay on.
It sounds to me like you're being incredibly introspective throughout the whole day.
What the hell does introspective mean?
Like you seem to be reflecting on everything, your emotions, everything you do. But yet, Echo, you can't seem to remember anything you've done for the past week. So, seems to me like you spend a lot of time alone, don't you?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm comfortable. I like my alone time. I like to keep to myself.
Do you?
Huh?
Do you like spending time alone?
No. Oh my god.
Echo, when you see a TikTok that perfectly encapsulates the way that you feel, it feels good, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it's relatable,
And of course, it feels good to see a conventionally funny TikTok as well.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah, like most TikToks are just, entertainment.
Yeah.
But when it's a sad TikTok, something hits different, doesn't it? There's something about the emotional connection, the connection with other Gen Z people.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, yeah.
I would call that kind of thing trauma bonding.
No, I wouldn't take it that far, it's just a TikTok.
Well, a TikTok about being stuck in 2020 and it getting millions of views, that seems like trauma bonding to me.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. You're making it sound like trauma bonding, as you put it, is a bad thing. But I don't think it is. It's like self-expression. Everyone does it, We can't have our teenage years taken away from us in a pandemic and then expect us not to do like sad TikToks about it.
Well, okay, look at it this way. If your main social media usage becomes hours of trauma bonding and memes, what do you think that does to your psyche?
My psyche? Who are you, like Sigmund Freud?
Answer the question.
Okay, I know I'm a wreck. I'm an addict. I'm a TikTok addict. It's not good for me, all right? Are you happy now, Dr. Freud?
Well, I'm glad that you can admit that because it's not just about addiction, it's about... Oh.
Have you ever seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Yeah, I love that film.
Oh, you know that bit where Kate Winslet gets dragged away, as she like goes away from his mind?
Yeah.
Well, that's how I feel, right now,
Okay, yeah.
It's just the feeling of like,
Sorry to cut in, but what Myers-Briggs personality are you?
INFP.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
This feeling that you have now, it's almost a feeling of clarity, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Well, when you've stooped to a real low point like you have now, it's almost a feeling like you've finally woken up and realised how everything in the world is horrible. Even the things that have brought you joy recently, they don't feel the same because they're looked through a bleak outlook. And in a way, this feeling can become addictive. It's addictive to see sadness reflected in everyday things because your brain is desperate for those everyday things to reflect your own depression. Even if those everyday things are not necessarily meant to be depressing, your brain is going to latch onto them.
Yeah.
And then they just become TikTok trends. Sad Kung Fu Panda, sad Patrick Bateman, sad Batman, sad Blade Runner, sad Fantastic Mr. Fox.
He doesn't want to live in a hole anymore.
He doesn't want to live in a hole anymore.
I don't want to live in a hole anymore. It makes me feel poor.
We are poor, but we're happy.
Comme ci, comme ça.
So when you see a TikTok like that, sad ambient music and a movie clip, what kind of time of day do you see that?
It's weird you say that because it's almost always the sad stuff at nighttime.
Yeah.
Come 3 a.m., the sad edits start coming in. It's like clockwork every night.
Are you starting to understand now? Who is benefiting from you engaging with this kind of content? Not you, it's TikTok. TikTok is benefiting from you feeling depressed.
No, I like TikTok, most of the time it's funny memes, so it's okay. And if I didn't have TikTok, I wouldn't know about like trends and stuff,
Is knowing about trends worth ruining your brain with sad edits of Blade Runner for hours?
I don't know, I'm not ruining my brain though. Everyone uses TikTok. Why are you singling me out? Everyone does the same stuff as me.
Sorry, I'm not trying to single you out. It's just, my point is, modern social medias are benefiting from addictive behaviours. Addictive behaviours from algorithms that they design.
Well, duh, everyone knows that. It's obvious. But like, if you just like take control of your feed, click not interested on the stuff that you don't enjoy, then it'll be fine. Your TikTok feed will be fine.
Well, yeah, we all tell ourselves only engage with the stuff that you enjoy, but what if you genuinely enjoy the stuff that is really damaging to your mental health? What then?
It would be bad for you.
So, delete the TikTok.
Well, it's easy for you to say, Mr. Video Essay. You know, you use YouTube all the time. This is a YouTube video.
That's true. YouTube is a social media, but when have you ever seen the headline, YouTube linked to social media addiction and loneliness epidemic? But you see it all the time with TikTok. Everybody knows about it. We just don't act on it.
Okay, yeah, I see your point. Okay, yeah. Okay.
In many ways, YouTube can ease people's sense of loneliness. There's longer form content, you can learn a lot from it, and you've even mentioned video essays that you've watched and you've enjoyed.
Yeah, I love video essays.
But Echo, can you think of a single TikTok that's had the same effect on you as a video essay? So, like Marie Kondo says, throw it away if it doesn't spark joy. Throw away TikTok.
No, I like TikTok, okay? What else am I gonna use? Instagram Reels? I'm not gonna be a weirdo with no TikTok on my phone. Marie Kondo gave up that spark joy shit anyway. Fucking loser. I hate her. I hate Marie Kondo. You know, you're making it sound like it's all my fault. But it's not just me, you know? Stop singling me out, you know? We live in a society, a capitalist society.
Echo, you know, I'm not gonna disagree with you there.
Yeah.
Okay, think about it this way. When you're in the twilight of your life, imagine a 70-year-old Echo.
I'm gonna be such a cool looking old lady, like you have no idea. Like,
yeah, when you're that stunning old lady, reminiscing about your youth, what are you gonna think about? Are you gonna think about the sad TikToks?
No, I'm gonna remember my friends and my family and stuff.
Exactly. And you know what, Echo? I think this Gen Z loneliness epidemic can be better described as the Gen Z self-awareness epidemic. Because these feelings are completely normal. You know, wanting to relate to an animated character, sadness, loneliness. These are all natural human instincts that every generation before has gone through. But it's only just now that you're constantly being fed a reflection of your own feelings through a powerful algorithm. It's like self-awareness and introspection to the highest degree.
Yeah, I agree. Sadness is normal, but pushing it into an algorithm is not.
It's not even just the sad TikToks that are self-aware. You know, Gen Z humor is self-aware to an unhealthy point. Like everything we do, from the way we act to our own perspective of ourselves, is always the butt of the joke. Even when you're admitting to having depression, it has to be a joke. And we basically bullied millennials for zooming into their face and doing a millennial pause.
Well, millennials are cringe anyway, so.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Yeah, cringe.
My point is...
Yeah, you're going on a bit now, aren't you?
How can you live life whilst being this self-aware? Self-aware in media, in humour, in sadness. Do you think the boomers were this self-aware when rock and roll took off? No, they were not being fed sad edits of their own emotions. They stayed busy.
I see your point, but I don't want to be a boomer, you know?
Yeah, nobody wants to be a boomer, but you know what? No one wants to be a sad zoomer either.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel upset. Just don't pour those emotions into a meaningless algorithm because you'll get nothing out of it.
I need to make an album, like an ambient album.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be like ambient, kind of meets grungy, like Courtney Love, like kind of Minecraft music, you know.
I'm so happy for you.
I'm gonna put you in the album credits for like life coach or whatever, you know.
Thank you so much. And speaking of credits, we're coming to the end of the video. So why don't you go do what you do best and do the members credits for the end of the video.
Okay, yeah, sure, I'll do that. Bye.
And remember, if your TikTok feed gets corrupted with Gen Z's sadness, delete that shit and call your mum. And remember to click that link in the description for that Surfshark Black Friday deal. That's 6 months free. Yay! And stay off TikTok.
I don't want to live in a hole anymore. It makes me feel poor.
We are poor, but we're happy.
Come see, come ça.
We should stay.
Wish I'd stayed. Now I wish I'd stayed. Wish I'd done a lot of things.
Every day I wake up and I
Yes, now work like a dog, day and night, living off a coffee from a pot none of you want to touch.
It's which is why you mentioned it, very kind of you. I'm not saying I love the movie, but in a way I admire Kung Fu Panda. It appears